Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about 10 mind games narcissistic people play so that you question and doubt yourself and the narcissist manages to continue to get away with their hurtful, destructive behaviour. So number one is a narcissist will go all out to gaslight your reality. This is psychological manipulation and it's done with intent. We can all forget things. However, with a narcissist, they are doing it to bend reality to fit the narcissist narrative. So they are going to provoke you in some way, gain some form of emotional reaction out of you, and then accuse you of overreacting. They're going to push you past your breaking point to get a reaction from you and then accuse you of losing your mind. They are going to turn around and tell you that you never told them something that you know full well you told them. Or they're going to turn around and claim that they told you something that you know full well they did not tell you. They're going to accuse you of seeing things that you did not see, and they're going to accuse you of not seeing things that you know damn well you saw. They're going to mess with your mind because they don't want you to know the reality of what they're doing to you. So whenever you call them out, they're going to change the scenario to suit the narrative of the narcissist. They can cruelly joke away at your expense, and then they are going to turn around and say they were only joking. It's not their fault that you're too sensitive, to get you to question and doubt everything so that the narcissist can get away with everything. Triangulation, a method a narcissist uses to divide and conquer people, to play people off against each other. So they might come and talk badly about one person with you and try and compel you into making them feel better by joining in with talking badly about that person, to which a narcissist is going to run straight to that person and tell that person exactly what you said, yet miss out the things that the narcissist said. And when that person naturally is offended by what you've said and defends themselves or says something negative about you, the narcissist is going to come running back to you to play you off against each other, so that it naturally creates a dislike between two parties, so you feel disgusted within another. Or they are going to play the victim of how somebody has mistreated them, and because you're disgusted within that other person's mistreatment of the narcissist, you naturally dislike that person, and the narcissist has divided you so that you can't come together and see what the narcissist is genuinely up to, so that the narcissist gets away with their behaviour and gains enablers to support the narcissist in their vendettas against others. Baiting. Narcissists bait you in many different ways. What they are doing with baiting is looking to get the desired emotional response, emotional reaction from you, so that they can blame everything on you. We all have our limits, and a narcissist knows exactly how to push you past your limit so that you defend yourself, so that you react back, and you can react badly at times. You might start shouting, you might start throwing things, you might start storming out, to which the narcissist is going to blame you for everything, which is another one, blame shifting. A narcissist wants to convince you that your emotional reactions to their actions are the problem, to distract you from the fact that their actions are causing those emotional reactions within you. Narcissistic people don't take responsibility for their behaviour. They shift the blame onto somebody else. They play the victim, or they play the martyr in the story so that they can get away with their behaviour. They turn around and say, oh, I knew it'd be my fault. You always blame me. You never take responsibility for what you do. Or they turn around and say, well, it was for your own good. I was only trying to help you. So it seems like they are superior, which is what they're doing. They're trying to make themselves feel superior. They devalue you, and they devalue you in some of the most covert ways that you don't even recognise that they are devaluing who you are as a person. They get you to question your capabilities. They pull you down so that you no longer know what you're good at, and you no longer have a belief in yourself to even try doing new things, because they make you feel so ashamed of yourself that they condition you, they program you into no longer doing things that are beneficial towards you, because you feel like you're incapable of doing those things. They devalue you to make you feel like you're worth less than you are, so that you don't aim anymore because you don't think you're good enough. They force silence on you when you try to do something that's right for you, or when you don't agree with the narcissist straight away. They force silence on you as a form of punishment so that you can't communicate with them. When you try to call them out on something, they might play the victim and then fall silent to leave you feeling bad, to leave you feeling guilty, to leave you feeling like you need to make it up to them, when they are just deceiving you. They're causing you psychological pain. Projection, which is a mixture of a few things, really. The narcissist gaslighting as they're changing reality, and the narcissist blame shifting when they turn around and just say, well, if you hadn't, then I wouldn't. Narcissistic people are going to do something such as cheating on you. However, they're going to accuse you of being the one who is cheating on them. So you stop going to the places you enjoy, you stop doing the hobbies you enjoy, you stop meeting up with friends because you don't want to cause that argument with them, you don't want to cause them pain. They are often going to project exactly what they're doing to you onto you. Narcissistic people have their own inadequacies that they don't recognise within themselves, which is why they can be extremely arrogant people. So when it comes to a narcissist, they can be incredibly sensitive people. And if you do something that causes them a psychological narcissistic injury without meaning to, they are going to feel resentful towards you, and they are going to seek to punish you in some way. So they're going to then seek to hurt your feelings, and once they've hurt your feelings, instead of taking responsibility for hurting your feelings, they're going to accuse you of being too sensitive. However, if they'd just come to you in the first place and said, hey, you've said this and it made me feel, you'd then feel remorseful and recognise and change. The thing is, with narcissistic people, when you tell them the things that hurt you the most, they use these against you to hurt you all the more. Withholding is another mind game that narcissistic people play. They get you so used to the bubble of life with them. They isolate you from people. They shower you with attention, affection and support. They are full of flattery, that insincere praise towards you. They lift you onto a high where everything seems like it's going to be going well. And then once they've extracted what they want from you, they withhold from you, they punish you to destroy your self-esteem, to destroy your hopes, to get you to work harder, to please them, to get you to fail at things. They withhold support because they want to watch you fail. They want to sabotage you. They don't want to see you doing well, especially if that doing well means that you're doing what they perceive to be better than themselves. They want to see you fail so that they can think, see, they haven't got it together either. They neglect. There's different forms of Neglect. Narcissistic people can neglect with emotional support, they can neglect with physical support, they can neglect with financial support. They are very neglectful people because they're very self-absorbed. However, they will blame you for why they have neglected you, so that you again work harder to please them, not recognising what they're doing to you. Narcissistic people play many different mind games so that you can't recognise the situation you are in with them while you are in it, and once out of it, it's a huge puzzle with pieces missing that you need to try and put back together to work out what on earth has just happened to you, what on earth you've just lived through. And usually the narcissist is in the background playing lots of different mind games and smear campaigns to keep chipping away at you. And it's their own insecurities. They believe they are special, however they don't feel like they are enough, so they seek to belittle you and pull you down so that they can prove to themselves that they are enough. It's a very twisted game they play. However, they don't take responsibility. They don't see themselves as the problem. You can't call them out on it because they don't recognise it. They just believe that it's your fault or that it's somebody else's fault. Even those who are aware, they have those underlying characteristics, and even when they are aware, they have to battle on a daily basis. If they want to change, and they have to want to change for themselves, they might be able to use someone as leverage for reason to change. However, they need to be able to do it for themselves. So even if they want to change, it's a daily battle for them to go against who they are as a person and do the right thing. It's very difficult in life choosing to do the right thing at times. With narcissistic people, with their underlying criteria, it's near enough impossible for them. So even those who are aware, it's daily practice for them to become better within themselves. We can all act in narcissistic ways. However, people who act in narcissistic ways, who are non-narcissistic, can usually recognise it and think that's not a very good way to behave, and learn from the mistake and not repeat it. Narcissistic people shift the blame onto somebody else, and their behaviour often gets worse. You cannot help them. You cannot have sincere communication with insincere people. The more you try to help them, the more they will exploit your helpfulness. You can help yourself by recognising their behaviour and no longer enabling their behaviour. It's easy to become an enabler when we don't see it. However, when we do know what their behaviour is, we can learn to step away. No contact is always the best when it comes to dealing with narcissistic people. However, that's not always possible, so sometimes it does need to be limited contact and grey rock. If anyone has any thoughts on this video or any mind games you notice, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and understanding in overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.